on the bench today a Pioneer SX3800. It's a beautiful receiver. The quality of this is unreal. It's really clean. Veneer finish on this is unbelievable. And this pushes 60 watts per channel on the bench today because the guy has an issue with the speaker A push switch. It doesn't stay clicked in. Like this one stays in, but this one doesn't. And he's saying there's a few lights. I believe the phono light is not working. A couple of lights are not working. And I think he's got an issue with the equalizer lights as well. So we'll have to investigate that. I'm not sure what I can do with that. But he's telling me there's absolutely nothing wrong with this receiver except the lighting and this switch. And power it on. It's using a lot of power. There's other issues with this. If you're asking me, this is way too much. I believe that could be the power supply capacitor may be a little weak, or maybe the bias is not set. But the guy says it's working perfectly, and I'm almost thinking that I'm not going to touch any of this stuff other than I know it's using way too much power. The speaker A switch that doesn't stay in contact. You push it in but it comes back out. Not like the B switch. The B switch stays in. That is a mechanic inside, I believe. And let's see what we've got here. Okay, the FM light works, AM works, auxiliary works, but it's really weak. The phono light is off. Okay. It's just a beautiful amp. Okay, so anyways, the issue with this is the lighting, the lamps, and this speaker A switch. But anyways, we're going to shut this off and we're going to open this up, and we're going to do that right now. We'll power this back on, and I want to see if there's any lamps. Okay, those lamps are okay. There's my filter capacitors right here. I'm going to try to tackle this switch first thing. Okay. Let's power this on for a minute. Very weak. The lights are really weak, eh? Barely. This one is okay. This one is okay. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the bottom plate off this and see where this is going to take me. To show you what's wrong with it. It's they've changed the light bulb, I believe, and the light bulb has melted, and now it's stopping this switch to come back out. That's all that is. There's nothing wrong with this switch. There's nothing. Because this is what happened here. They've changed the light bulb, too much heat, and it melted the plastic around here, and it was stopping this switch from going in and out. But we've corrected that. Okay, I've changed 3 light bulbs. This one, and this one. This one I left right enough. So low voltage enough that I'm not going to create any heat through here. So now need to put this plate back together. I'm going to try it out, see if it's working actually. Turn this on. Notice your digital watt meter come on. Okay, so let's see. I have both. I'll shut it off and turn it back on again, because that's when you noticed it when you were shutting it off. It kind of looked like only one channel was coming on, but now both channels are coming on. Here's the 3-wire ribbon that I'm talking about that was affecting the digital meter here, and it was the blue one that had a bad connection. And once I was playing with it, and all of a sudden it would come on, so I knew exactly where it was. Okay, so if you have an issue with your meter, check this wire right here. That could be it. And I have also touched the soldering on the other side for that. Now, to set those meters, you see these pods right here, these 2 pods right there. You can actually set your meter. I'll get you 1000 hertz through my auxiliary. And I've got my multimeter hooked up to the left channel. Okay, and I have 1000 hertz coming through here. I hope you guys can see my multimeter. Okay, so I'll bring the volume up. It's because I have AC. I have to put it on AC. Okay, here we go. So it's about 10. And if you're looking at my meter, I have about 10 watts per channel, and my multimeter is telling me that I have 10. This meter tells me that I have 10 as well. But if you didn't, you can go down to these trim pods and you can adjust this. See how I'm adjusting this? Obviously I didn't have to, it was bang on, but that's how you would do it. Okay, so it's a little over 10. I have 10.69. And since this stereo can go up to 60 watts per channel, it's got it marked to 80. Okay, so this is watts at 8 ohms, okay? And I have 8 ohms as well. So that's how you would do that. I don't have to adjust it because it's bang on. So I'm going to leave it as it is. There's your FM light. Auxiliary. Phono. Okay.
To get out of debt, just visit farberdebtsolutions.com and book a free
What happened to
consultation.
your A switch? There was nothing wrong with your switch. The light bulb had melted the tube that the light bulb was in, and the piece that was melted was sticking in front of your switch, so you weren't able to push it all the way in order to lock it. That's why if you press it, you know, but it wouldn't lock. So anyways, I cleaned that out, but it was it's a really hard job to get in behind here. But anyways, I was able to change 2 or 3 lamps here, repair this at the same time. Here, I'm going to check it again. Power it on. You've got both channels. Seems to be okay now. It was a bad connection here. I've resoldered underneath, retouched the. Jesus, that's loud. But anyways, it seems to be working okay. I'll keep it for a day. I got to work tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm going to test it again. But the issues that you wrote on here, I was able to touch base with them. You had DC voltage on your speaker terminal. Not a lot of DC voltage, but there was on both channels actually. This is running really warm. I was able to set that to 0, so we have no issue with the DC voltage. You're biased. That's another. They do want 120 millivolts. To me, that would be quite high, but anyways, well, I'm gonna leave it at that because you're used to it. It's running this way, so I'll leave it at that anyway. All your lamps here are all operational. Your stereo sounds really nice. It's a really beautiful stereo. The issue with this is to get to work on it is not work friendly. It's a lot of work and a lot of your time. You know, you have to take half the stereo apart in order to get to these lamps. I know lamps, you're thinking, oh well, lamps, it shouldn't cost me that much, but it's the labor that's involved in this. It's just unreal. But anyways, it's I think it should be okay. We'll leave it with me, and hopefully that'll be it for this. I'll be able to give it back to you and you'll be a happy customer. That's what I want, man. Anyways, guys, this receiver is ready to go back to his owner. He's actually on his way. I thought I'd make this quick video before he picks it up. If you like my video, thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it.